when you talk to people, they're like, business is risky. But that's such a surface statement. Let's actually talk about, in a little bit more structured way, what is business risk. And there are actually lots of different kinds of risks you can take. Let's go through them. Market risk. That's when you're creating something new and you don't know if the customers will want it. Like before Uber got created, there was a market risk for Uber. Like the founders didn't know. They just assumed that, hey, this is a good idea. It seems like it's going to work. But the market had to say, the people, the users had to be like, yes, we're going to use it, or like, no, we hate it. Luckily for the Uber, people liked it. And that worked. But a lot of new innovative technology ideas carry a lot of market risk. If it's new, it's risky. Whereas if you have a cleaning business, there's no market risk because, well, it's in high demand. It's a no-brainer. Now, another kind of risk is product risk. That's really common for tech businesses. Let's say that your business is really hard technically to create. If you're doing something in virtual reality, robotics, anything that mixes hardware and software or has complicated software, that has product risks. Means that it's going to take because it takes a lot of money and time to create the product. You might just get bogged down with the creation and never launch. So you got that layer of risk added on top of it. So that's why there's Steve Blank's customer development. That's why there's Eric Ries's lean startup. They are trying to decrease your market and product risk. Now there's financial risk. It's a very different kind of risk. Okay, that's just for you as a founder. You're not only going to risk money that you might put into your company, but chances are you might quit your job. And so there's the revenue salary that you didn't earn. A lot of people will also say, I'm putting my time and effort into it. Okay? Those are okay. Those are good things to risk because you'll always learn and you'll grow from that. So experienced entrepreneurs or investors, they're okay talking about financial risk, product risk, market risk. They're not okay hearing people complain about the time they put in and an effort they put in. And especially a lot of first-time entrepreneurs have this common problem that they say, well, I've put in 1,000 hours of my time. That means it's $50,000 that I invested into it. No, you put into it, you're valuing your time as a maybe, like if you were for a job, yeah, sure. But here you're just a founder. Your time and effort are a given and that's free. So it doesn't count like you're putting actual money into it. It doesn't count the same. And that's more or less expected from you. So those are the kinds of risk typically that you can think through. And in your case, whatever your business idea is, your job essentially is to think through like what you're okay with, because every person has a different level of risk tolerance for all of these. Maybe you're okay risking $1,000 of your own money, but not $5,000 of your own money, or not $20,000 of your own money. Maybe you're okay spending a month on this, but not a year on this. So it's up to you to understand what the risks are that are associated with your idea. After looking at the 5 of these, think which apply to your situation and think, are you okay with these? And if not, you'll have to augment your idea a little bit to make it less risky in the way you cannot tolerate and maybe more risky in the way that you are okay tolerating. These are just thinking points when people say risk tolerance. Now you have a little bit of, it's a little more granular and explained what the risks are.